What's up, Aries? Welcome to your November 2020 general reading. This is going to be a reading for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But it's definitely not going to resonate with all of you guys. So definitely check out your Moon, your Rising, your Venus, or whatever to get added messages or a different message if it's not hitting on nothing. Okay, thank you guys for being here. If you're new, what's up? My name is Danny. If you're returning, hello, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I'm excited. And I'm excited to do this reading for you because you guys were literally on my spirit last night before I went to bed. And when I woke up this morning, I actually just got done doing Capricorn's reading and I was telling them the same thing. For some reason, it was really important that I spoke to you and Capricorn today. So here we are. I'm happy to be here. I see why we needed to have a little chat. I've already pulled cards. And before I even say anything, I just want to say I see y'all. I'm here for y'all. I love y'all, and everything is gonna be okay. Um, what can I say? We're in Scorpio season. Scorpio season can be very heavy for a lot of people, right? It's the underworld. It's a very deep, watery time. It's connected to eighth house energy, which is all about death and transformation. But finding silver lining, we always know that within death, there's always a rebirth, right? Flowers die and they come back next spring, right? It's a cyclical thing that always happens. But this is a time where we can find ourselves definitely more emotional. Allow yourself to feel all your feels. I think there's a lot that's changing for you guys, and change can be quite uncomfortable. It would seem that a lot of you guys are doing a lot of thinking. A lot of you guys are spending a lot of time by yourself, which is fine. That's great because I think that's necessary too. I want you to be mindful of what you're thinking about and what you're doing when you're speaking or when you're by yourself, right? We have to be mindful of that. Um, but yeah, eighth house energy is not the easiest. Now, for you guys personally, because you are Aries, it's actually hitting your eighth house. Like this is literally your eighth house. And another thing that will be highlighted very much is your third house when we have this lunar eclipse full moon in Gemini. And if you're a Gemini moon like me, you'll probably feel it even more. So that's going to be hitting more your third house. There's going to be a lot of changes this month, I think, with you guys, just in how you look at things, how you view things, how you communicate with others, even your relationships, especially with like siblings. There's going to be some changes with that. This is a big time. So allow yourself the space to feel your feels, like I said. You guys are starting out with the five. Well, this is your underlying energy is the Five of Cups. And that's why I say allow yourself to feel however it is you're feeling. Underneath that, you do have the Hangman. Now, for many people, not only you, but probably especially you guys, people have been feeling very stagnant. We just had Mars go direct, what, a couple days ago. Mars is your ruling planet, and Mars is the planet that's all in charge of like initiative and drive and even sex drive. So for the last couple months since September, things might have really been feeling stagnant, like more than usual, or yeah, more than usual. Which can be very, very hard when you're trying to be productive and get things done, right? Now, this Five of Cups, this is when we're more focused on the past than we are for the future. Like, okay, we see the three spilled over cups, but if you just turn right around, you've got some hope right here with the two cups, right? So it just feels like this is a month where a lot of things are popping up for you guys. Especially this could even go back as far as childhood. It doesn't really feel like this is anything that's like recently in the past, although it could be. I'm feeling more a sense of like you guys really in your solitude going back to just like really like how did I get here? And again, for some of you guys that might stem as far back as trying to wrap your head around or figure out some childhood issues that you may have, right? But I want you to keep the faith. With this Two of Cups behind you, there's definitely chances and room for romance if you're single and looking. There's room for, balance and joy and to feel like you're a part of something for those of you guys who've been feeling super alone, okay? Now, you start out with Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Four of Wands. And I apologize in advance because I'm going to bounce around. This is how the reading is calling me to read. Now, In actually, the present place is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is actually your only major arcana that you guys have this month. So again, there is a lot of emphasis on solitude, a lot of emphasis on finding your own light, a lot of emphasis on being by yourself to really figure out what it is that you want, what your next step is, because it feels like you guys have been doing this balancing act for quite a while here. Two of Pentacles is when you are basically trying to weigh up your options, right? He's trying to see what it is he values. Which pentacle does he want to take? Pentacles are all connected to value. So whether we're talking about money, whether we're talking about where you want to live, whether we're talking about whatever things, you know, whatever things are going on in your life, this is someone who's been sitting there trying to balance it all. And he's on one foot and he's got these big waves kicking up behind him. And pretty soon he's going to fall if he doesn't decide. So I think for you guys, a lot of you guys, there's this emphasis on like, which way, what do you want to do? Which wand, what do you value, or which pentacle, what is valuable to you? Because there's this some type of a cyclical thing that maybe you guys have been going through. With this Two of Pentacles, we do see that figure 8. So we can't neglect the fact that there might be some cycles that you guys have been working so hard, especially this last year, to really kind of end, right? Seven of Pentacles. Keep putting in the work. Your efforts aren't going in vain. All the things that you guys are doing, you may not see these things tangibly and on that, on exterior to you. I can't talk today. But it doesn't mean that you aren't putting in the work. But it's really, really important to kind of get clear on what it is that you want, right? Because if we're just kind of sowing seeds everywhere, we might get some return, but nothing like if we're putting our full focus on things that really, really matter. And I think that that's what this month is really about for you guys, especially with that Hermit, right? He's focusing on what matters to him. It's not about everybody else. It's not about society. And sometimes we can get lost in expectations, what other people, require of us or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's really important that you are making yourself happy first and foremost, because I mean, shit, that's really just all that matters. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't just satisfy everybody else for all your life, right? So this time of solitude is really, really good, and I think that you guys will actually get clarity on a lot of things. Again, there's the the third house energy. You guys are changing the way you think and feel about something. Two of Swords. So you got 2 twos here so far. Two of Swords is definitely about having this fork in the road. Some of you guys, I just want to say, I do feel like there's movement going on, or that you guys are considering. And I say that because you do have the Four of Wands, and in your environment, you have this Six of Swords, actually. So some of you guys are going to be physically moving or looking for a place to move, or this could even just be moving out of a person, or out of a situation, out of a relationship, out of a way of thinking. So that's really, really good. And I think that with that Hermit, of you guys spending that time alone, you're finding the clarity on what that is. Because Two of Swords, it's like, look, you got to pick a side. You got to pick a left or a right. And I think that you guys have been a little bit unclear, not because you don't know what you want, but the fear that comes with trying new things or taking a chance in something, or even just trusting people. A lot of you guys, I feel like, have never felt like you could fully trust the people who have said that they love you. So it comes down to that as well. Now, you've got the Page of Swords, which is clarifying the Four of Wands. There definitely is going to be a move here coming up for some of you guys. Four of Wands, you got that 1111, which we love. This is about doors opening up. Some of you guys might even be seeing 1111 a lot lately. That's really, really good. You got new beginnings coming for you. This is about setting foundations. Again, whether it's foundations in terms of where you live, how you spend your day, relationships. Scorpio has a lot to do with boundaries that we set. So this is about boundary setting as well. There might even be some boundaries that you're having to set, especially if you have children, especially if there's air sign children. Page of Swords is a messenger coming in, but this also has to do with childlike energy. So there may be some type of shakeup even in your home that needs to be addressed this month. And it could have to do heavily with your child or affect you and your child, that type of thing. But definitely there's a message coming in with that. I think a lot of you guys are moving though. Now, this in your environment card, of course, this could have to do with an air sign person. You do have air sign energy here, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But to me, this feels like a physical move for a lot of you guys. If it's not, it feels like you guys are moving out of, like I said, a mind frame. You're moving into a new way of thinking that's easier for you. You're moving out of a situation, moving away from a job, moving out of a friendship, that type of thing. What I do like is, yeah, Eight of Wands. There's travel here. I think a lot of you guys are moving. Things are going to be happening really fast. So remember how I said Mars was just stagnant because it was retrograde for since like September 9th to the 13th of this month. Things are going to start picking up. So again, if you have been feeling kind of lost, feeling like you're just confused, feeling like things aren't really working out in your favor, things are going to start picking up again and you're going to feel a lot better about it. Because what that leads you to is Ten of Swords. Now, I know that looks miserable, but this is actually a great thing. And I say that because tens are the endings of a cycle, right? Now, and this is a tough fucking cycle. Ten of Swords is not easy. I mean, look at all these swords in his back. Like, it's not easy. Whatever struggles you guys went through, whatever problems you guys had, oh, my card fell. I feel like you're moving out of that. You won't be experiencing things the same. People won't be experiencing you the same, and you won't be experiencing people the same. I think there's definitely a big foot that you guys have put down, which is really, really great. And there's more of a focus on what it is that you need to do. Now, you've got the King of Swords that's clarifying this. So this is communication coming in. There's a lot of air energy. So I don't know if you guys have heavy air placements in your chart personally, or if this is about an air sign individual. But there is a lot about air. Also, Ten of Pentacles here showing up as your unseen energy. So again, I think this is going to be the end of struggle. Some of you guys might even be getting new jobs, coming into money, right? That's really, really good. But also there's certain communication that needs to happen, that needs to end something. Some of you guys, again, this feels like this could be a shakeup with home. So whether this is you moving, um, your kids moving out, maybe your kids moving in, something. There's something about home, kids, moving. Yeah. Also with this King of Swords, you know, King of Swords, he's logical. He's very smart. He's very objective, right? He does not lead with his feelings or his emotions about something. Now, some of you guys, again, are in this place of this Five of Cups of feeling very emotional about something that went wrong or maybe something that happened or like, hey, where did the shit go wrong? I'm looking at the way the King of Swords is looking back at this Six of Swords. Some of you guys, this move or this transition into newness is hard for you emotionally. Like there's no other way to put it, but you kind of got to take the emotion out of it. With the King of Swords, he does what he has to do because he does what he has to do, and it doesn't really matter how the fuck he feels, right? Which is hard. But this, whatever this transition is, whatever this move is, it doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about their feelings. This is you're at a place like this needs to be done. Again, this Two of Pentacles, this Two of Swords, there is a fork in the road. There is a line that needs to be drawn. There is a boundary that needs to be made, or there's a move that needs to be done. Like, yo, it's time. And it's all for your highest good. These are all things that you're coming very, very clear on this month by sitting in this Hermit energy, right? We're in the death season. Things are different. Things are changing. They're just different. Yes. Okay. Your last card here is the Three of Wands. What is clarifying it is the Ace of Pentacles. We love this. Again, I think a lot of you guys are moving. This can be movement into a home. This could be money coming in. This is the potential, right? Because aces are really the potential. They're the beginnings. It's the potential for a new opportunity that is rooted in something very stable, something that, you know, works towards your legacy and your abundance, something that you can grow. Be patient. Temperance card here. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. Be patient with the process. Even if things don't look or feel that great right now, trust that universe has your back, right? Temperance, you are being divinely guided. You've got angels, you've got spirit guides, you've got ancestors, whatever that got your back. There's a big emphasis on having that, divine faith, right? Because your ships are selling in, and when they do, it's going to be an opportunity that you're going to be really, really, you're really going to like, because it's going to be something you could really, really build on. I feel like it's a physical move for a lot of you guys, but again, it could be anything. But whatever this is, it's like you're moving out of a space where things were kind of iffy and maybe made you feel anxious, or maybe made you feel bad, or maybe where you were comfortable kind of sitting more in the fear, to where you're like stepping out, King of Swords, what's up, bold, let's talk about it, I gotta go, whatever. Okay, so that's really, really good. Now, as far as oracles here, you got, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And I love that when I pulled it, because I was like, if that doesn't go with the Hermit card, I don't know what else does. This card literally talks about focusing on your own light, and that's exactly what the Hermit does. So it really, really, really is important to, if you find yourself in this situation, kind of have tunnel vision and block out the noise, because it's not about what everybody else thinks that you should be doing. It's not about what everybody else feels. It's barely about what you feel. It's really kind of about what you need to do at this moment. Absolutely feel your feels, acknowledge them, because we have to sit in them and feel them in order to get over them and go through them. But at the end of the day, when it's time to take action, you got to take action. You got to do what you got to do for you. Okay. You also got exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. So movement. Tony Robbins always says the best way to fix emotion is through emotion. So get moving, get walking, stretching, dancing, whatever it is that you like to do that just makes you feel good. Just as long as you're moving your body every once in a while, right? It's really, really important for your overall health and wealth. So it says the key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Let's head out. And then romance angels, you got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, especially for you singles, if you're hoping to catch something, you gotta be like, get your bait on. Like, be y'all's beautiful, bold, sexy Aries ass selves. Okay, you know what I mean. And then you've got, I forget what this deck is called. It's a new deck I got. I don't know. I can't remember. The box isn't in front of me. But it says expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. And she's fly, right? Going back to following your own light, going back to doing what you need to do for you, going back to, you can't make everybody happy. Like, you just cannot. And sometimes people have expectations for us that just like are not even practical. Like, what? You have to do what makes you happy. You can't worry about what other people expect of you. And that's the main thing to remember this month, especially when you're feeling down on yourself. You've got to make changes and you've got to do things for you. This isn't about everybody else. This is your life, right? Yours. So don't seek approval for other people. Even if people don't agree with things that you're doing, they'll eventually catch up. And if they don't, that's also okay, So I hope that this is helpful for you guys. I love you so, so much. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. But please first go to my About tab, look at the menu of services and pricing, and see what it is that you want. If you decide that you would like a live reading, you can actually do that yourself with the link that's provided below, okay? So I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye, Aries.